greatness.
Okay. So I'm only asking because, like, us as single people, how do y'all view like potential and reality? Like, how do you date? Like, do you date more for potential, or do you date more of reality, or can you handle people reality?
That's good.
Can you handle people reality?
That's a heavy question.
Let me sink into my chest.
You just hit him right off the bat.
I know. I need a nice
Too
shot.
deep, too soon.
But it makes sense in the question and in the context. But I think I did more of a potential because sometimes the physical does not equate the potential.
Yeah.
It doesn't match. Sometimes it doesn't match. I know a girl could be so beautiful, so fine,
But no, let me get you here. But how long do you date potential? Like, what is there a time frame for potential?
yeah,
You know what I'm
should
saying?
be.
Because the potential
Is there
eventually
action
should have
plans
become
for it?
reality.
Yeah.
I mean, there should be measurements for it, I would say. There should be a way to measure how is this going. Is this
How?
person progressing?
But what's the
Or
measurement?
is this person regressing?
I feel like it's different for
So
everybody.
it depends on the person.
I feel like it's very different for
Yeah,
everybody.
it's different. You know,
Yes.
you can't be around it, a concept, but
I feel like it's me different for every single person.
Yeah,
100%.
for me, it's 50-50 for me. I've met people who they don't even have potential, but their reality is actually on point. You know, along the way, they become somebody great. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, there's no way to define all this thing. You know what's good for you, you know what's not good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I think. You know what I'm saying? You see some you see a girl, right?
Sure.
I've seen a girl who was working at McDonald's, right? And she just heard something, and she started taking this online class for IT.
Yeah.
And within 1 year, her life changed. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't have a formula for it. If I see you, I like you.
Yeah.
And number one, if you're teachable. If you're teachable,
that's
I
facts.
vibe with you. I don't care. I don't care if you don't have no
So
dreams.
teachable as in I teach you and I'm trying to mold you, or teachable as in she's teaching herself and she's gonna make the effort on her own and be like, you know what, and ask for your guidance at times.
Yes.
Are you
no,
with?
somebody
Are you
that is
with?
not teachable will not ask for guidance.
Teachable is a broad topic. Okay.
Yeah.
Not from me though. Like you said, teachable as in is she ready to learn to improve herself? That is teachable. You're teachable. You want to
Yeah.
teach yourself something. So that is it. So sometimes you can teach me, I can teach you too. You know what I'm saying?
So the motivation
Somebody
to want more.
that's teachable.
Yes.
I just- okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't.
So
I guess
taking
I feel
out
the
the
same.
pride aspect out of it and just being like, we're working on this
Yeah.
together, pretty much.
Yeah.
yeah. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, and I do understand that because I've dated potential, and it was 4 years,
That's three.
and that's when I'm like,
laugh
that
about
was
it.
and I walked away from. I was
So
engaged.
why did you walk away though? It's potential.
I walked away because there was no action plan. There was
You
no
were
plan.
engaged, you
I was
said.
engaged.
He was
His
dreaming too
potential
much,
was becoming his
and he ain't
reality.
doing
His
shit.
potential was his reality, but he
Okay.
was more. I believe he was more wrapped on appearing than becoming.
Got you.
Yeah.
So and then when it comes to potential, because I'm fine with potential because I have potential, right?
Right.
But when it comes to it, I need to know that you're open, right, of your potential, that you're working towards it.
Got
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like if you
Because
work at
like you said, that
McDonald's
appearing.
and not appearing, I think that this generation loves to appear. That's why we take
Stunning.
more of the good pics than the bad pics
Right.
because we want to appear good. We want to
Yes.
appear that our hair. We want to appear.
That's why they always say that stunting thing or what you see on Instagram or ain't the
Yeah.
reality.
Yeah.
No,
So, but yeah, that's why I want to know. Like, have y'all dated potential before? Have you fell in love with your potential?
Absolutely.
100%.
So can you share like your experience though?
Yeah.
Well, based off, just to start it off, I feel like with me, I got to see your reality to even think about your potential. You know what I'm saying? But I have dated potential, and it turned out it was about like 3 years, and it just wasn't going nowhere. Like the majority of y'all, and it was just like, at what point do you realize this is reality and it ain't gonna change? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or it may not change with you.
With me, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm
Yeah.
not for you, and you not for me, and it's just like me.
Sometimes you gotta be like, let me come back to reality.
Exactly.
And like,
Exactly.
because we can get lost in La La Land, and
Yep.
that potential
time.
can be a huge La La Land, and that's all you see, and it become blinders.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's,
Ooh,
man, that's
Eve
real.
had a good hit. Love is blind.
Yes.
And it
It can
take
come
back. Yeah, come on with the beat.
It could be huge
But
blinders.
that is interesting. But I think the most important thing is whatever relationship you're in.
Yeah.
We want to talk about this as a relationship thing, but regularly the friends you have still fall into this bracket, because if you're having a friend that you see potential in and they're just not working, it's bad. It's bad because generally you have to realize the value people hold around you and not the value you hold around them. So if you're in love with somebody and you want to date their potential and you want to get stuck in there, I don't got no advice for you. But if you want to make any difference, measure out what has been happening. I mean, a year is a good test time for any relationship.
A year though?
Bro, I ain't got time for that, man.
I give it about, bro.
I'm not trying to be Abraham and Sarah again.
But hold on. All of you are just don't stop the whole.
That's because you in a relationship. We out here in the dating pool. You know,
I know. I'm like, a year.
But the truth about it is that
That's a long
how
time.
long do you want to taste something? I'm talking about in my own point of view.
Yeah.
So you don't have to own it.
No. Yeah, I respect your point of view, but my point of view is not.
A year.
It's 24 hours.
I'm not saying 24
Hey, when you know, you know.
1 year. I got time for that, bro.
I think a
If I was
month
in
you
my
can see.
early 20s, 1980, I would be like, yeah, I got time. I got time for that.
I don't think you can put a time frame on it.
It's hard.
But you have to know your limit. I'm not going to spend a year. I've done it already. I've spent 4. So
you want to spend more 4 years?
I won't. Because I don't
No time for that.
She's like, stop.
But I started to understand when I got a counselor, like a therapist. I started to understand the pattern of it. It was starting to become codependent, right? And the potential was like, no, he's not going to leave you because he knows that you're never going to have the lights be turned off or this because you're a worker bee. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the same time, it's like that's when it becomes. I ended up looking like the dominant person. I don't want to wear the pants.
Yeah.
I'm okay with wearing a skirt. I might wear a skirt, and that's with the shorts with a skirt, guys. Because when I'm in a boardroom or when I'm somewhere that I need to put on my pants, not around my man. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand submission.
That's to say, is that a certain submission? Yeah.
I don't, baby.
And a woman will do that when.
Wait.
I do not want to wear. See, I don't want to wear the pants.
Yes.
I will wear the pants if something happened to my man.
Yes, then I will put on these. No, 100%.
Yeah.
Like a woman will put on those pantalones, like I said, and will submit. Easy.
Yeah.
But that potential has to be moving forward into reality.
Be progressive.
It
bro.
has to be.
But
It
give me
has to
something
be.
to submit to.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to give me something to submit to. We're a team.
Yeah, like.
Oh.
Wait.
I can't be in a relationship where I'm just doing the whole thing. I don't want to drive.
No, but that's what it said.
We're not saying that. We're saying we don't want to be the one handling everything as a woman, and we don't want. We want it to be half and half. That's why a woman, we've been taught to be independent, do all these things, but we will submit to a man where we're like, we know what, you can actually take care of us. We're gonna hold our end, but we know you can take care of us. So we're going to down our masculine energy and be full 100% feminine energy.
Like you shouldn't feel ashamed of doing laundry. You shouldn't feel ashamed.
I'm not ashamed of doing that.
Not ashamed, but you like some men. There are some men
can do that.
That's a
women.
woman's job.
That's a woman's job. Mopping.
That person is a dirty guy.
Yeah, he's an
Really dirty and lazy.
But
Introduce me to someone that's not.
But when we see all of that,
that's for my woman for real. Like, for me, there's nothing like this is a man's job. It's a woman's job. No.
Yeah.
But
I love
when you see it, you
because
never
we can cut the
know.
grass together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I have a daughter. I take care of my daughter.
She's beautiful.
Wife is at
She's so
work.
cute.
Yeah.
Now, when I'm at home, I do the job that I have. I cook, man. I don't care. She'll be like, what do you want to? I say, I don't care, whatever you make, but whatever you make, fine. But I just made something. If you don't like that, then, you can go with whatever you want. It's good to understand there is help. Okay, she's not going to work thinking about, man, I'm going to come back and the whole stuff is going to be here for me to do. I'm not going to go out and be like, okay, well, I'm at work right now. I'm coming back to do the whole chores.
See, and that's when potential turns into reality. Thinking ahead of time. You're consciously thinking about stuff.
Duties. Now, I've been in many crazy ones, or some that were just not out of this world, unrealistic ones. So the most important thing is that find someone that is willing to work with you.
So then that 50.
This is a partnership.
Okay.
Find someone that is willing to work with you. If they have a potential, figure out how that's going to work for
They
you.
want to change their
if they
potential
have
to
Sometimes it's not
reality.
50-50.
So what are we saying?
Yeah.
What are we like? Potential reality. Let's just go straight to the point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't care.
Yeah.
I start off with potential, with no potential. But
Everyone
later on,
starts
I've
off
seen it.
potential.
I've seen a case where someone with no dream, with no vision at all, became somebody.
Became someone.
So I
else.
don't be like, okay, I want this now, because there's no formula to this thing. If there's formula, everybody would have been successful in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you know your potential? Because there are some girls and guys who just want to date people because of what they think that's what they need, and then you're having the wrong potential in your mind. Does that make sense? So like you're really just sitting there like, oh, I want this on my list, and I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and this is my potential. But then you keep meeting the wrong people
Okay.
because you're just like dating the wrong people for yourself. So I feel like even before you get your potential, you should know what
You need
works
to have
for
like
you.
a self-reflect.
Should I give you my answer for that question? Right?
Yeah.
Get into it first.
What'd you say?
How do you know your potential?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, after so many times though, because there are people who keep doing it over and over.
Keep doing it until you find the right person.
Yeah. Because on that, a lot of people
Doing it until you
date.
find the right person.
Yeah.
Be wiser at each time.
But she's saying is you keep going into the same pattern. So maybe
You
need to self-reflect.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Self-reflect.
Self-reflect
What it is.
and go into it, because
But you shouldn't be. Sometimes you can't keep learning. You keep making the same mistakes. So you're not going to learn yourself. Keep making the same
they're not
mistakes.
mistakes again. You've learned from the past mistakes.
But she's saying
now.
you keep making the same pattern.
Yeah, because you're not realistic.
If you're not practicing it, how are you gonna get the right person?
But then on
You're
top
not
of
being
that, a lot of
realistic with
people-
yourself though. That's where
Yeah.
I'm trying to go. Like there are people who are not realistic with who they are and what they want, and they're
Yeah.
creating all this crazy list
And they
about
keep going in
yes, and it's my
Same
potential. And I'm
thing.
like, no, you're doing the wrong thing because that's not.
It's
the
you.
person needs therapy, because one thing about it is that therapy is very, very important.
It is
If
important.
you find yourself in a rut, you're going through the same, you are in a loop. You need a therapist. A therapist will just help you see a different point of view to what is going on. Then you can now adjust the way you do things, or adjust your mindset towards things. So if you get to that point, get into the reality, get yourself.
You just need to check yourself, have self-internal evaluation, respect, and be like,
honest
yo,
with yourself.
what do I want? What can I give? What am I ready to receive?
Yes, what can I give? Because
Yes.
some people just want to receive, and it's like,
we are living in a world of
what can you
receiving.
give?
Everybody that sees you want to socket the pipe and suck.
But sometimes we date with trauma. I'm attracted to you because our trauma look the same, and you keep on wondering why we keep getting the
Well,
same
that's why
one.
they say
because it's like
you meet
you're
people
not
and
healed
they're
from that. So when
reflections,
you say therapist, see your why. And the trauma, sometimes you don't even know you in trauma until that gate come. Until you're like, wait a minute, you sound like my ex. Because you keep dating your ex.
yeah.
You keep showing up as your
Is that
old
someone you
self
know?
because she looks just like, not being funny. Kanye
it's
gets the
true.
same woman.
She sure does.
These ball players get the same. Reggie Bush got the same woman.
It's very true. 'Cause
They look the same.
I posted something that's today that says, everyone you meet is another version of you. We are all mirrors, making each other aware of our own wounds that need healing. Next time someone triggers you, realize that the universe sent a guide for your own healing. How will you react? From a place of love or a place of fear?
Yep. And you have to reflect. You have to think
You
about
have
your
to think
thoughts.
about those things.
You have to think about your thoughts. Like that's what meditation. That's when you start meditating. That's when you start saying,
Okay.
hey. Okay, go
I have a question for you. You're still not hitting
We
it.
can-
You're just
Go ahead.
reality or
Potential.
It's all about that, though.
I think it's a
about
mixture.
preference. It's
Yeah.
about
It's
what you
50-50,
think
man.
works for you.
What would you go for?
No, D, it
I
is
say
not.
50-50, man.
50-50. Okay.
I'm stuck on it, man.
Elizabeth?
Teamwork, like we're in this together. I don't.
It's 50-50.
50-50, yeah.
So everybody's going 50-50 now. Right?
I don't think it's 50-50.
I need to see your
I don't want to
reality.
say 50-50. I just feel like
50-50 is different for everybody, though.
Yeah.
50-50
Because what is your
could be
50-50?
anything. 50-50 doesn't mean like, oh, we split everything 50-50.
okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be
50-50 could be different for everybody, but 50-50 is teamwork.
It
We're
is,
doing
that's
this
what it
together.
is.
that's what I'm trying to
I guess that's what
together.
all of us are arriving right here, because what we are talking about is that even if I go for potential, there needs to be progress. It's 50-50.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if I go for
The reality.
there needs to be a factual point of view in that thing.
But there's also that
whichever way you
self-reflect.
go,
What is my 50-50?
yeah, but it's true.
That's what
Regardless of that's an individual.
You gotta be honest with yourself
You have
sometimes,
to
though.
find somebody that we have the same 50-50 mindset.
You
Like,
can't be honest with yourself, and it's
I say this, like everybody got dreams, man. Listen, I nobody give a shit about your dreams or nobody give a shit.
True.
Like, just keep doing it, man.
Yeah.
You're learning every day. Just because John hurt you, Mary hurt you, doesn't mean you should stop relationship.
Yeah.
Reflect it, go in
I'm
there,
trying
man.
Dive in with your head open, man.
I'm
You
telling
crash,
you,
you patch it up and dive in.
it's
real.
not,
That's
it's
real.
not easy. It's not
That's
easy,
real.
man. Those
Yeah.
who got
love ain't easy.
it's not
It's
easy.
not.
If there's like a formula on how to find the perfect person, everybody would be good.
Yeah, and I've asked, this was 2 different
There's no
occasions
formula.
that I've
There's
asked
no formula.
There's not.
couples that's been married for like 30 plus years. And I said, what was your sauce? And I asked 2 men. One guy said, he said, when we communicate, I make sure I reiterate what she just said to see that, did I understand correctly?
Yes.
Because it sounded like you just
Communication,
told me to get up and do the dishes. But she was asking because she was tired. So there's this filter that we all communicate with. And it's like, if you care about that person enough, hey, like Liz, what I heard you say is that you need me to go to the store because your feet hurt, not get up and go to the store, because now I'm listening through my trauma.
I like that.
Because
Whoa.
Yes.
now I need to come back and ask you, is this what you mean? Because we are living off of our perception,
Yes, you're right.
not what the person actually means. So you're loving me the way you want to be loved, not the way I needed to be
That's
loved.
why they say
I don't need-
communication's big,
Yeah.
because people will just keep talking. But if you're not understanding, comprehending anything I'm saying, then I'm just talking to a wall.
Yes.
All this is for nothing.
But not talking to a wall. You're talking to a person that don't understand, because they're like,
I'm
wait a minute.
reflecting. I'm just throwing my words on you. And
So you
it's
come
like, I'm just
you don't believe
nothing.
in my dreams? No, babe. I'm just asking, did you need help?
Anyone has an understanding, but
dad-
is actually, do they really want to understand you?
Exactly.
you're hearing it, but are you really listening?
Are you
to me?
Everybody. You see,
You choose what you want.
And that's part of
everybody can
potential.
communicate, but
That's part
do
of
they
potential.
really want to communicate?
Uh-huh.
That's part of
And
potential
yeah.
becoming reality.
And communication is not when you say it, it's when a person understands.
Oh, the first
Okay,
few
are we in
months
church?
when
Are we in church?
So we gonna leave with that though. Like that,
You get
so guys,
Be
so
careful.
let us know what you think. You know.
Yes,
Into
the
comment
audience,
section,
we
man.
need to know how you
because
feel.
We're still looking for the formula. I don't know who's gonna bring the formula.
Never.
And everyone
My
has a
dad
different
always say
opinion.
something, right? He
What's
said,
that?
he said, look for someone that you can tolerate, deal with that bullshit, and just go with them.
Everybody got it.
Everybody got devil. Look for your devil.
Yeah, But
telling you.
I'm not an obligation. I'm a privilege.
You own privilege. We just
Man, I'm at my
Are
work.
you perfect?
I don't want you. No, I'm not. But I
Okay,
want you to know, I don't want to love. You're not obligated to love me.
No, but
Gotcha. I need you to-
sometimes when I love you,
It's your
if
choice.
You're doing that doesn't make sense. I'm like, you know what? I love you. I'm gonna look
Yeah.
Over that.
shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's what I mean.
You know,
Yeah.
it's
You know what I'm
about
saying?
looking over the sound
Yes.
and seeing the other side of a person.
Because
Hey,
there's-
Nothing is perfect.
I'm telling you guys. So guys, we gotta go. We gotta go.
I'm a blessing.
We're gonna have a two for this. We love you know what I'm saying? They got something to say real quick.
Yeah, that was good.
5 seconds, real quick.
I'm a blessing.
Yes. Know your worth, act your worth,
5
you attract
seconds,
your worth.
Blessing.
Listen, I'm the richest man in the world. Agree with
He
me.
likes it.
We are blessings.
Sean,
Man, whatever they say.
Just do you have fun.
Yes, have fun.
boy Charles
Yeah.
Levi, please. Thanks
Love
for
y'all.
watching. What's up? Go subscribe, like, share, comment. It's Charles Levi. What's up? Instagram the same thing. Wow. Twitter is Charles Levi Pod. We love you. Stay blessed. All right.
Don't.